Hello, I'm Ayan the astrologer, and this is a short video about the full moon in Pisces opposite the sun in Virgo on August 30 or 31st, 2023. This full moon arrives when many of the planets are in retrograde motion. It is termed a supermoon since the moon is rather close to the Earth and therefore seems bigger than the usual. It is also a blue moon, meaning the second full moon within the same calendar month. The moon in Pisces opposite the sun in Virgo challenges all of us with two opposing attitudes. The Pisces moon prefers let go and let God, while the Virgo sun insists that God is in the small details. The Virgo attitude wants everything to be perfect and thinks it is our job to strive to that. Along the way, it tries to control every small detail, and the result is non-stop criticism and work that never ends. The Pisces moon knows that the world is not perfect and sees no reason to do the same work again and again and then again. Virgo sun cleans and tidies, while the Pisces moon thinks that there is no point in cleaning something that will get soiled again. The Pisces-Virgo axis has many meanings. One of them is that this is the axis of service. A service is something many of us like to receive but don't like to give. That is the idea behind the suggestion to do what you love. That way, the service just flows out of you. Many of you will ask yourselves questions regarding your vocation and your genuine wish to do something good. You want to feel that you contribute to the world around you, but as much as you try, this feeling seems elusive, just beyond your grasp. The moon in Pisces is 4 degrees past Saturn, and this makes the heavy Saturnian effect a bit more bearable. Yet, this is a depressive atmosphere, one in which it is harder to dream, the ideals we hold seem so disconnected from our reality, and we feel tired and see no reason to make any extra effort. It is as if we are not even trying for perfection, and holding on to what we have is enough of a challenge. My name is Mayan, and you are welcome to schedule a private consultation. Please send me an email to astrologer@astrologywork.com. Virgo likes to take care of himself and others. Pisces wants fast and easy methods. Together, they turn to pills of all kinds. It is also a time when we believe that health-related advertised solutions will work for us. Please try and remember all those solutions you have tried in the past and how much money you spent on those and how you are still looking for solutions that promise much and deliver little. The moon in Pisces can blur the line between real and imagined. This year the confusion is even more apparent with all the retrograde planets. Mercury retrogrades in Virgo, its home sign, where the emphasis is on what needs to be done, the many and varied small details that make up our lives. Mercury, in a harmonious aspect to Jupiter, is reminded of promises that we were given but not fulfilled. Those suddenly surface, and we ask ourselves if we still believe them or not. The biggest worry is the looming financial crisis, represented with Venus going direct while Jupiter goes retrograde. There will be attempts by regulators to soften the crisis, so that the markets will not fall in one day, but rather slowly decrease. In the meantime, spending habits will change. Much of this is due to the gloomy mood. The Venus retrograde time made it clear that no matter what we buy, it will not make us happy. The craving is for something else. Even those who are well off will try and avoid shopping for the sake of shopping and buy what they need instead of what they want. Venus and Jupiter are in a challenging aspect, and both are switching phases. She is about to go direct, he is about to start his retrograde on the same day, September 4th. Venus will be more determined and less tolerant of what she thinks stands in her way. In a square aspect to Jupiter, the emphasis will be on money. Jupiter going retrograde will bring a lot of economic woes to the surface. It is a crisis of debt, and it will be a painful one. It is up to Venus to come up with new ways to enjoy life. It is a time when instead of buying new outfit, you can alter some of your old clothes to look like new. Mars in Libra is considered not at its best. Mars is at its best when he is direct and focused on a goal, and in Libra, his focus is split, and it is harder for him to decide it and move ahead. The quincunx aspect to Saturn makes it even harder to take any decision. There is a feeling of not knowing where to turn and what to do. The good news about this aspect is that people will be more willing to listen, having more patience for long talks. This is a breath of fresh air to some. Others, who rely on short, abusive sentences, will go through a period of not finding the right words. What to do? The best thing is not to start something new. It is going back and picking up something that you tried to do in the past, but for some reason you let it pass, and now is the time to pick it up again and finish what was left in the middle a few years ago. My name is Mayan, and you are welcome. Send me an email and schedule your own private consultation. Please send the email to astrologer@astrologywork.com. Now for the full moon horoscopes. Aries. It is a time when you focus on your relationships. You want to take the next step, but you are not sure what the next step is. You have more patience than the usual, and you are willing to listen and try and understand. It is a time when you are more considerate of others, but they will not be as thoughtful as you are. Usually, you're the one who rushes ahead with your plans and ideas. These 2 weeks will put you on the side, looking at others, going on with their open pursuits while you feel a bit stuck and less sure of your goals. It is a good time to experience being the one who joins rather than the one who leads. It is a good time to take care of appearance and redesign your surroundings. Taurus. A full moon with Venus stationary before turning direct brings with it a renewed sense of purpose. Many of you have reevaluated your priorities, and now is the time to put the emphasis on what you realize is more important to you. For many of you, this is a hobby or a craft that will not bring in monetary profit, but it will enrich you with so many other ways. In the meantime, you have all spent far more than you have intended, and in the next coming weeks, you will try to cook more and find other ways to save. Gemini. Mercury retrograde focuses you on your health, and you try and change some of your habits. Try not to buy anything too expensive for your new routine because it will probably not last too long. This is a good time for you to reevaluate the promises you gave and those you have received, and maybe try and fulfill one of them. Cancer. A full moon in Pisces conjunct Saturn may bring a wave of anxiety and a heavy emotional feeling. You are prone to exaggerate the circumstances, so do try to communicate your fears before you fully believe them. Try not to take any important decisions and try to keep your health habits the same, even though you really want to change them. Leo. This full moon will send you chasing after many and varied small details and errands that you usually dislike, but for some reason now you will find comfort in them. Venus going direct in your sign restores your charm, and it is a good time to revamp your relationships or try and start a new one. Virgo. This full moon brings with it many realizations. Those are mainly related to things or people that you were waiting for, and now you realize that the wait is over. It is over because you don't want those people in your life anymore. Many of you will feel a bit out of control. The best course of action is to pick up something you started years ago and left in the middle, and now is the time to finish it up. Libra. The full moon with Venus stationary before turning direct brings a desire to start something new. However, it is much better to finish up what you have started before you can move on. Finance is on your mind, and you will be the ones leading the new trend of fixing and altering instead of buying. Scorpio. The full moon will challenge you with uncertainty. Many of you will feel weak, and this is something you despise, admitting weakness or mistakes. Many of you will feel as if you are stuck and cannot take the next steps that you know are right for you, because you know that the people around you will not support this course of action. It is better to try and listen and let others make the decisions in the coming weeks until Mars enters Scorpio. Sagittarius. Jupiter is about to turn retrograde, and many of you will feel as if you are standing in place instead of moving forward. You are a bit subdued compared to your usual self, less optimistic, and even question your faith. The coming weeks call for redoing projects left hanging or letting go of them completely. This is A trying time for your relationships, and letting go of some of your old aims and dreams may help restore the trust that is the basis for a good relationship. Capricorn. The full moon near Saturn brings light places you would prefer to keep dark. It is as if someone points a projector onto you, and you don't like that feeling. The best thing is to try and put up a performance suitable to this light. It will be a trying time to those of you who are naturally shy, and now will have to overcome this a bit and speak up. Aquarius. The full moon brings with it realizations that you have always wanted, but now that you have them, you are not sure what to do with them. Many of you will be challenged and asked to take a more active and visible role in your careers and your families. It is better to try and make that extra effort instead of playing aversion tricks. You will profit in the long run simply by showing up. Pisces. The full moon in your sign will challenge you in so many ways. The moon in your sign conjunct Saturn will feel heavy, too heavy, and may cloud your mood in a significant way. You will have to face a few disappointments, and you will exaggerate the negative thinking. Please try and remind yourselves of all the times when you felt as if you are at a dead end, and how a while later things started to turn in your favor again. As much as you feel pressed right now, remember that this too shall pass. This is a time with too many obligations, but it is better to go ahead and do what you can instead of calling things off. My name is Maya, and I'm an astrologer, and you are welcome to send me an email to astrologer@astrologywork.com and schedule your own private consultation. Blessings to all, and thank you very much.